Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Okay, um, so yeah, like yesterday, Finn is the father of Luna. And, again, this should be not a surprise to anyone. What a surprise is how long it took to get from point A to point B in this episode, because after his initial freak out, he was like, nah, I gotta run this again. And that's literally he does throughout most of this episode. He runs it again. And meanwhile, Poppy is sitting there meeting up with Lee, and Lee's all like, oh, I always have time for my sister. You know, now she's being all nice and copacetic and everything like that because she wants to make up for, all the years when she was being a bitch. Which I don't like using that word, but that's literally what she was being. But at the same time, now she's making her feel guilty. Because we know the truth, right? We know the truth. And B&B at times has some of the most sloppy-ass writing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Between Finn not even really pressing her on the whole, are you sure that's not my child? Him being a doctor and just taking her word for it and her history. Oh, by the way, it was really funny when she did get the call. She went down there and she was like, we can't sit there and speak of this. First of all, what she does is she justifies her weird ass actions. We weren't, it was consensual. You were an adult. You weren't blood related, so it was fine. And I'm just like, pardon me, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, and this sounds really bad, and I'm not saying this is what she is. But the way that she sat there and she justified it, that's how a typical predator would justify their behavior when they go after somebody that they know they shouldn't be going after. And I'm not saying that she went after him, but she was older than him, and, I think one of my subscribers was like, she should have been the wiser one in the situation. But that's what she did. And then there's a point she was like, listen, I mean, we had that night and we moved on, and, you did great things, and you were a doctor, and you accomplished a whole bunch of stuff, and I there's a lot of bad shit. That's pretty much what she just said. She literally was like, you was a great doctor. You became a great doctor, and I'm patching stuff with my sister now. So, we can't sit there and be talking about this. I'm like, so you pretty much just said that your life is a total train wreck while, he actually studied and applied himself, and you just said, I'm going to be young and dumb. And until I'm no longer young. Yeah, the jokes just pretty much kind of write themselves at this point. But point is, he sat there and he watched her lie straight to his face. And then he was like, yeah, Luna's my daughter. I am the father. I feel like they took that from Maury. Sorry, Maury. Which was a terrible show, by the way. But, yeah. So she's sitting there crying and everything like that. I'm like, what are you crying for? What are you crying for? This man missed 20-something years of his daughter's life. What are you crying for? Are you crying because you about to get that ass whooped? Is that what you crying for? You know what? I guess I'll be crying too. If I had to sit there and face Lee, aka the damn Terminator, I might. Yeah. She gonna bust that ass. Anyway, she was also sitting there talking about Luna and being lost and everything like that. And, she's worried, but not worried enough to sit there and get her big sister. So, priorities, right? And this was pretty much the highlight of the episode, because everything after that point just goes downhill, okay? If you saw yesterday's episode, you know that Steffi and Hope snipe at each other, and they go back and forth, and then she's like, listen, I'm gonna be nice because this is the way that it is, and you did great work and everything. And she's also just like, I don't trust you, and you can tell that Steffi is just really holding it in. So Zendy comes in, and he's kind of like the tension breaker. He comes in and they praise him on his work, and then he leaves. And Zendy is like, listen, I know you're not telling the family on the deets, but if you want to sit there, if you need me to help you, I got you. I got your back. I mean, we have total confidence in you, and we think you're great. And at this point, just comes the, kissing ass portion of Steffi Forrester. And then we get to the absolute worst part of this episode. Yeah. Goofy ass Daphne, her seduction, Carter sniffing her like a goddamn dog, and Hope just walking in like, what the f did I just walk into? Yeah, real party. And then all the other goofy ass line that she says, and it's just, I don't care about this part. We're stuck with this woman for a while because I saw her on the opening credits. So, yay. This is why I had to do her last, because I knew I was going to be a Debbie Downer once we got to this goofy ass chick. And that's pretty much all I got. I can't think of anything else. Another video is coming out super late because I got out of work late. And when I get out of work late, everything else just trickles on down. Oh, I actually want to do a Y&R review, but we'll talk about that tonight though too, because yeah, there's some shaky grounds on that show too, but I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying it a lot, and I've said why I'm enjoying it too. Anyway, we'll talk about that tonight, as well as this show, as well as Days, as well as General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, and Young and Restless, because I could not think of what else that I missed. Now tomorrow, I have more time. Maybe I can sit there and try. It's weird though. Yesterday, Y&R actually had more views than B&B. What was that about? Like, what, what happened there? Like, Alright, I'll see you on the next video.